Roger Martin here from Lockwood, Montana. Good day. Going back and looking at some of my popular videos. This one with Alex Jones got 41,000 views 6 years ago. And I've had this channel shut down and it's brought back. But the important thing about this political situation and Alex Jones is the government in our lives is alarmingly detailed, to put it to say the least. And the challenges legally, politically, morally are incredible. And this red wave, we haven't seen the end of it. And the video election manipulations, we're not done with that by a long shot. Now, going on to some things that are probably uh, more important. Uh, Financially and so forth. The Q things and the Q clock and this Q stuff. This military intelligence and chess game is interesting, to say the least. Now let's get to some stuff that's eternal and probably more important than anything else. One of the things that we need to talk a lot more about is eternal things. The second coming of Christ, the pre-existent life, the battles going on here, the battles that were going on there, and why they are still important as to which side you pick and what you do with those things. Now, the majestic, the movies, the fun, good music, good movies, there and things to fill your mind with that are good are more important than ever. And we're going to be challenged by AI and other things. This deal here with Skunk Works and UFOs and alien technology is probably more important than we realize, but we'll realize more of it as we go on. Now, the future. Now and the future is more important than ever. Christ is coming. I don't know when, but he is coming. And so are things like taking care of our health, technology, AI, on the eternal scope of things. What we do in this life will affect what we do in the eternities. So that is not ending. A lot of us want to move to get away into more red states and get out of some of the blue stuff. I don't blame us. That's a possibility, but some places you can't run away from the political challenges you have. Okay. The COVID situation is becoming more and more critical as it's pushed again in the medical establishment, on the media. This problem with COVID and what they did is not going away. It needs to be legally addressed. And the personal closeness that we've got with Christ and with the Holy Ghost is going to become more and more critical. And the preparation for that mentally and spiritually and emotionally is going to become more and more critical. That's not going away. The legal challenges are not going away. They're going to be with us. Now, the entrepreneurs that are making changes in this world, that is going to be a big, big thing. So, as we go through these things, can't help but think all the time we spend on these videos and all the time we spend on news. What have we done personally with our lives? And that's a Bob Chapman story there. Going to end it here with this. What we do and how we do it is more than important, more than eternally important, and more than financially important. Taking care of our health, GNLD, Formula 4, and other things, pretty important. And probably more so now than ever because of what's in the air, what's in our prescriptions, what's in our food and water, probably more important than ever. One of the least things that's talked about is priesthood powers, priesthood keys, church organization, and how important that is going to become in the now and in the near future with Jesus Christ. And I'm going to leave it there. We're going to focus more on some of these topics because they're not talked about enough in the church and outside the church. And the reason that it's so important is because God rules through priesthood authorities, priesthood keys, priesthood ordinances, priesthood powers. And we need to learn how to rule like God does. Okay. I want to talk about how the Church of Jesus Christ is going to be key into a lot of these things, and how money and the use of money and resources and human relationships are going to become more and more important, not just politically and organizationally, but in our families, in our faith. And faith is going to become more and more important, and our associations and relationships with that faith and with people are going to become more and more important. All right, we're going to end it here. That's just some of the top things. Right now, I'm working on with a group that helps people fund things. We're talking about business funding and personal credit and business education. Hold on. We're going to close with this about business funding and show you in 24 hours what you qualify for. And we're going to go to the funding page here. Move this up and we'll show the address. We'll give you the address in here. But you can simply go to this page and let's move this over. And simply fill out this form and see what you qualify in minutes. This will not affect your credit score. It's a soft pull, it's not a hard pull. And you can figure out in minutes what you qualify for. No charge for this, it's free. There's no negative impact on your credit. And it's powered by Seven Figures Funding. They have over 100 sources of business funding. So take a look at this page. And we're going to end it here. We're going to focus more on what this company does, how to do it, how to get paid for helping people find resources and to get their credit straightened up and to improve their credit and to improve their funding so they can improve their lives, improve their business success and profitability. All that is based on funding and what you do with that money. And getting people money to do that and to improve their lives, improve their business, that's very rewarding. So we're going to end it here. We're going to pull this up here. We'll give you the link to this so you can just click on it and do what you need. But this is sevenfigurescredit.com and then my affiliate link. And we'll get that out to you in the text of the video. So important to have the right funding for your business, have the right funding partners. And we don't get paid until you get paid. That's just the way it works. And agreements and contracts are made accordingly. And like I said, there's no impact on your credit to look at this. It only takes minutes to do it. You'll have real people talking to you about what you qualify for or what your next steps are so you can qualify for funding, better funding. And so you can get the money you need. And like I said, we don't get paid until you get paid. It's just part of the process. There's no charge for this. It doesn't affect your credit scores. And there's much, much more to this than can be said in a couple minutes. Real people helping businesses move forward financially through funding. Very powerful, very profitable. All right, we're going to end it here.